Hello, my name is Marisol, and on this segment, I'm going to be talking about traveling abroad or domestically with mental health illness. Um, and if you're traveling, more so if you're traveling alone. So, the first thing you want to make sure is that you're stable. You have to travel, you have to be stable. And I mean that like mentally, you want to make sure that you've seen your psychiatrist, you've seen your clinician, and that you've asked them permission if it's safe to travel abroad. Mentally, you want to be prepared for that. You don't want an episode in mid-flight. You don't want an episode to occur when you arrive at the place you're supposed to arrive prior to that. So you want to mentally prepare for this trip as best as possible. One thing you want to make sure is that you have accommodations from the airlines, usually, whether that be pre-boarding, someone accompanying you, which they can do that to your destination. You want to make sure that you take advantage of those perks. I call them perks, and I think they are very good for a person to utilize because you need to get there as safely as possible to your destination and enjoy a good time. There's always this stigma that you have mental health illness, you can't travel. That's not true. You can. You have to mentally prepare for it. You have to financially also be stable to do it. And you have to have a lot of support. I do recommend that you do not travel alone. You want to travel with a companion or someone who is able to see any trigger signs, any warning signs for any symptoms that may come up. But that shouldn't dissuade you from traveling abroad or domestically. If you're driving there and enjoying the landscape and enjoying the view, and if you're driving with someone else, those are fun ways to do it. But if you're using airlines or you're flying in the air, these are some things that you need to make sure that you have. You want to make sure that you also are carrying your medication, that you don't forget it, that you pack enough, that you have enough. Take the full. Don't take the full bottle. Don't take a couple out, or just take a couple because you think you might not need it for whatever reason. Take your prescriptions with you. Make sure that you have enough. Make sure that you've gotten the refills that you need. I can tell you of a story where I had an episode and I did travel abroad and I did lose my documents. Thankfully, somebody found me and was able to help me get back to the States. So this way I would be able to have treatment and so forth like that. But it was not a good experience. It was nerve-wracking for my family because I decided to go on it by myself. But I also was going through my episode, and so I wasn't listening to any reason or rhyme. And when I traveled, I did not seek any medical help or any medical professional to tell me like where I could go, when I could go, or if I could go. So that was something that definitely you want to be able to look out for when you're traveling. So make sure that you hit like and subscribe. I will be continuing talking about everyday journey, just struggles with schizophrenia and traveling. Living in the city, in a big city like New York, and the challenges I face with my mental health illness. And just, pushing along and definitely trying to fight every day and making it possible. Because every day what I read about is like high suicide rates among those with mental health illness. And I definitely don't want to become one of those statistics. And that's me honestly saying that I'd rather do these vlogs and videos to help others so then they find some motivation and encouragement and know that they're not alone in their struggles, that everyone is going through the same things, and it's part of the journey. So yeah, thank you very much. Stay tuned for the next episode. Have a blessed day.